Hello everybody, this is Michelle Litwiller here with Owl Star Stampers here on Wednesday at April 11th to do a demonstration with some Stampin' Up products. So I will just wait a minute for everyone to hop on that is going to be watching this live, and I just want to say hi to everybody if you happen to be watching me on YouTube as well. If you want to comment in the section hi, or tell me where you're from, or share this post, I have a prize that I will be mailing out for doing that from the comments and the shares. So, yeah. Okay, so they say that April showers bring May flowers. So I'm going to be showing you two cards tonight using that have flowers using the Scallop Circle Punch. So these are a sneak peek of what I'm going to show you how to make and show you how versatile the Scallop Circle Punches can be. You can use them for more than just scallop circles on your cards and paper crafting. So again, thank you all for joining me. If you want to comment and share, I have tonight I'm giving away the corrugated elements. These come, I have a package that's open. These are these fun little shapes. There's an oval, a cute little tag, and a heart. And these just make, these are fun to put on your different projects. So I will be giving a package of these away. These are carrying over. So I have a brand new package right here to give away. I have 24 hours to comment and share, and then I will pick a winner. So, okay, real quick before we get started, I have some news. My studio in downtown Davison is now open. And so my first class there will be on Monday, April 16th. So if you haven't signed up yet, I have two times, one at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then another time from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. There have been people registering. You have to use the, there's a link to register for that, for that class. So you need to register that way so I get you in and have all your supplies cut and prepped. So that is exciting. And then the other news is that the retiring list came up for our Stampin' Up products. So there's a lot of things that are on a while supplies last basis. So again, those links were in my newsletter that I sent out this week, or they're on the Facebook page or my blog. So you can go to owlstarstampers.com and see those. All right, here's the host code for this month. And so if you place any online orders and you use that code, I have a gift that I will be sending you if it's over $30 this month. So, okay, we're going to get started with this card. So I am going to change the camera view, and we will get started making these cards. All right. Okay, I hope my lighting is good here. Maybe one day I will hopefully do my live from the new studio. It has a cool wall background that we did. Okay, here's the first card, and this card I use this paper, this designer series paper that is going to be retiring. It comes in a pretty package like this. I love the colors. This is called Naturally Eclectic. Did I say that word right? So if you love these colors and patterns, you're going to want to add that to your list. All right, the first thing you're going to start with is I use some crumb cake cardstock that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and you're just going to fold that in half and score it with your bone folder. The next piece is 5 1/4 by 4, and I ran this through the Big Shot already with the scattered sequins embossing folder. Do you see how it's already raised? So I did that ahead of time, and so that's going to go on there. And then I cut that pretty designer series paper, 4 inches by 2, and then another piece, see right here, I'm going to flip it over, and this is just a 1/2 inch by 4. So this will just get layered on the back of here. I'm going to use my Fast Fuse, which I'm super sad is retiring, but we can use the green glue, the tumble glue, or, I just slipped my head, the tear and tape as well, and snail. Of course, there's always snail. I just really love the Fast Fuse. So we're just going to stick that on like this. And I'm going to set this aside, and now I'm going to show you how to make this amazing fun flower. So in our occasions catalog, we have 2 scallop punches, a 1 1/8 and 1 3/8. So I'm using the bigger one, the 1 3/8, and I went ahead and I punched out how many circles? There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 circles. Sorry, I'm counting out loud. 10 of these circles, and I did that ahead of time. And then what you're going to do is you're going to want the foam, the piercing mat right here. My handy dandy Stampin' Up one. It's awesome. And you're just going to lay these out on your mat, and you're going to take your bone folder, and what you're going to do is you're going to put the edge of the folder at the top and kind of press down. And this is going to, do you see how it's kind of like curling the edges? And this is going to make the petals. Now, one of these we're going to leave flat. That's going to be our base. But all these others we're going to do this on. And I should have done this ahead to some of them, but this is how I made this flower. So we have, there will be 5 on the first layer, the bottom layer, and then 3 on the second layer and 1 in the center. And then we'll add one of those True Gentleman buttons. Super excited. Those buttons made it over to the new annual catalog that will be coming out in June. So I used the biggest button in the center. All right, I'm almost done with these, but you're just gonna be like pressing these to get them, get the paper fibers broken down. Anyway, that's what we're doing. Okay, and then this one as well. Okay, now to start assembling this. Has anyone ever made a flower out of scallop circles and paper? Anybody out there watching? I have a long time ago, but not like this. This is a totally different way. And I literally just put this flower together about a half an hour ago. So I was happy how it turned out. So this is going to be our bottom one. And you're going to want to take some strong glue and just cover the whole bottom like that. And then we're going to take 5 of these flowers. It looks like I might have been one short. And we're going to kind of, I'm trying to like see my placement because they're gonna stick kind of along the edge of here, kind of like that. So they're just going to, again, it got the placement, so there's 5, and then I'm just going to kind of stick them down to this center, the base one. Kind of like this. So that's what it looks like now. Here's the back. See, the one on the back is holding it. You could use a hot glue gun as well. I just burned myself with that, so yeah, I'm not doing that. Now, for these 3, after you go like this with it. You're going to take your paper snips and you're going to snip to the center just like this. And then you're going to do that with this one I already did. I need one more. So let me grab my Berry Burst paper. This is how I store my scraps, by the way. We had these clear sheets a long time ago, and I just label on the side the color, and then all my scraps I put in here, or I'm supposed to put in here. Sometimes they don't always make it in there, but that's the goal anyway. So if you've never used a punch, you put it upside down, you slide your paper in, and you squeeze, and it pops out just like that. So this one is going to be my top one, so I'm going to have to do, I miscalculated my number. So I'm just going to break this down and then do the same thing. So I'm going to snip it to the center. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive on one side. Can you see that? Just like that. And then I'm going to slightly turn it over and attach it. So it just has a little bit, can you see that? Like a little peak like that. So I'm going to do that to all of these. Just a little, and again, you can use whatever adhesive you want as long as it's a stronger one. Snail probably is not the best option for this. And, okay. And then what I went ahead and I did is I took my fast fuse and I actually just went right to the middle and stuck it down a few times. And then I'm going to put this here. Yes, Nancy, Tumble glue would absolutely work for this. I just happened to catch your comment. That would be a good choice for this as well. So it looks like I don't have enough glue there, so I'm just going to add some more and then stick this down. So I just kind of overlapped those. And now I'm going to put the center one in the middle. So I'm just adding more glue down. And then I'm going to put the last one in the middle. And I'm just going to push that down with my finger. And voila, we have a flower. Now for this center, I'm going to add the True Gentleman button. I'm going to take one of the bigger ones. And with buttons, we always attach them with mini glue dots. So I'm going to put a few of these on the back. Probably 3, because it's a larger button. And then this will just stick in the center. And then I added a bow with our linen thread. So I made a double bow. So again, I just double, I have 2 strands. And then I do my bunny ears and another bunny ear. And we will just trim this and add it to the center with another glue dot. So this will just go right here. And then I will show you how I made the leaves. So can you see my leaves on here? It's the Lemon Lime Twist Ombre Ribbon, which again is retiring. So I flipped this over and I took my ribbon and I just cut off a few inches like that. So we need 2 of those. And I took my mini glue dots and if you stick it onto here, you press hard, when you lift off it sticks to it. So it makes it a little bit easier to work with. And then I just stuck it down and I'm going to loop it around and stick it on the back like that. So I'm going to stick this here and that is going to be my little leaves. So there's one. And then I'm going to do another one. Okay. What are you thinking of this flower? Let me know what you think of this. Because I am so ready for spring and flowers and sunshine and warmer weather. Okay, and then we're gonna stick this one down. So it's like that. So there is our flower. You can see that. So we're just going to attach this on here. So I'm gonna put a little strip of glue on the back, and I'm gonna wrap this linen thread around twice, just 2 times around. Now the stamp set that I'm using is old. It's one of my oldest stamp sets. It's called Teeny Tiny Wishes. It has virtually every sentiment you could ever need for anything, for holidays and all occasions. It's in there. And I love it because over the years it has worked with several of our punches. The word window, the classic label that we have now, modern label, all different kinds. Here it is. I have it, and it used to only come in the wood mount. And you can see that we like to say that when stamps, the dirtier and more stained they are, the more loved they are. Do you see that? That's like black. This is Happy Birthday. Like this stamp set, I have definitely got my money's worth. But anyway, it is awesome and it will be retiring. So if you do not have this stamp set, you might want to hurry up and get it before it retires. For the newlyweds, happy retirement, Merry Christmas, graduation, St. Patrick's Day, friend, it's all in here. So I'm using the Just For You one, the Just For You stamp, and I just have a 1/2-inch strip of crumb cake here, and I'm going to stamp that in early espresso. The ink pads just made me think of something. If you have been online and you've noticed all the ink pads are on the last chance list, don't freak out. There are some new colors coming, quite a bit actually, and there's several retiring. But the reason why all of them are on there is because they're redesigning the case is all. So that's why. But I'm super excited about the new colors, but if you have any of the colors that are retiring, you're going to want to get them soon. Okay, to attach this, yes, I was looking. To attach this to the card, I just used more mini glue dots. So I'm just going to stick like 4 or 5 of these on the back and then stick it down to my card. This flower would also be really pretty in like a shadow box if you had a couple of them. So I'm going to stick that down like there. And then my little sentiment, I'm just going to attach right there with another glue dot. And there is this card. And again, you could have the sentiment say whatever you needed it for. So here's the card made with the Scallop Punch. Now I'm going to show you my next card. So here's the first one. The next card uses both of the Scallop Punches, the 1 1/8 and 1 3/8. And here it is. And I also use the leaf punch here. And again, I use the Teeny Tiny Wishes. I made this an anniversary card. And I use Pink Pirouette, which this color is retiring. This designer series paper, let me show you the back of it. It has like a wood grain on the front. The back is coffee. I believe it's the coffee break paper. This is also retiring. I love it. So I'm actually using it instead of hoarding it. So I'm going to show you how I made these flowers. So for this, you're going to need 3 of the 1 3/8 inch circles and 3 of the 1 1/8. So here's how I did this. I made these flowers at Rhonda's studio a couple weeks ago, and they were just so fun. I'm like, I love these, and I have a few more ideas on how to make flowers with this punch. So I'll have to do another video. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I'm just taking my bone folder and I'm just going from the edge to the center, just like I did on the other ones. Just breaking down the fibers. It kind of curls it and makes the petals. So I already did the little one, so you don't have to watch me do that. And then we'll do this last one right here. I'm not going to assemble this whole card either. I'm just going to show you how I did the flowers, which most of you might be able to tell by now. So they kind of look like this. For these ones, I'm going to sponge the edge. So pink pirouette. Again, it's retiring. You're going to want to get it if you don't have it, or you're going to want to get the ink refill. So here's my sponge. I'm just going to dip it in the ink and go around the edges to give it a little dimension and make it pop. So I am a very fast when it comes to inking, that you don't have to go slow. It's just sometimes I cringe at classes when people go really slow. I'm like, you don't have to be perfect with this sponging. It looks okay. But that's probably just me because I've been doing this for several years. So I went ahead and sponged them all. And then for these, I took my dimensionals. So you're going to flip the little ones over to the back, and you will add a dimensional to each one. Whoops. And then we're just going to stick these in the center on top of the larger one. Just like this. And then I took two of the leaves and I punched them out in pear pizzazz. And I did the same technique. Like if you put it on the foam pad and you take this, and do you see how it curls? Like this perfect little curl on your leaves. So I did that, and then I took my pear pizzazz ink and this sponge, and I sponged the edges as well. Now to do the center of the flower, I took the tiny buttons from the True Gentleman button pack, and I just threaded the linen thread through, and I stuck them on with a mini glue dot. And I'll just tell you the dimensions real quick, so if you want to know. This piece right here, the coffee break paper, is 2 inches by 5 1/4. The early espresso, this piece right here, the square, is 3 inches by 3 inches. And the Whisper White is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And everything is just laid down flat except for the flower, this piece right here in the middle, which you saw me put on. So here is another pretty card that you could do in any colors, any color combination that you like, and any sentiment down here. So here I'm going to bring in this card. So here are my 2 cards that I had to show you tonight. These 2 punches you can find in the Occasions catalog, the item numbers, if you would like to order those. I'm going to switch the camera view real quick. And okay, so again, real quick, if you would like to order these, you can on my online store, or you can message me. Sometimes I know the online store is difficult to work with or confusing, so I can always help you as well. And again, if you order at least $30 using the host code, which is right on your screen, I will send you a fun embellishment with a thank you card in the mail. And if you want to get your order up to $50, I will send you the embellishment and the supplies to make 2 each of these cards. So you'll get 2 of this card and 2 of this card. All the pieces, no stamped, but all the pieces for you to assemble this. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to come to my class at my new studio or get the class to go, click the link on my Facebook group or page. And if you comment and share, you'll get in to win the corrugated elements that I'm giving away this week. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my scallop flower cards, and I will see you next Wednesday, same time. Have a good night. Bye.